Andhra Pradesh రాష్ట్ర ప్రజలందరికీ గణతంత్ర దినోత్సవ శుభాకాంక్షలు. భారత రాజ్యాంగం అమలులోకి వచ్చి గణతంత్రం దేశంగా అవతరించిన శుభ సమయం ఇది. ఎందరో మహనీయుల త్యాగఫలంగా నేడు మనం ఈ వేడుకలు జరుపుకుంటున్నాం. ప్రజల ఆకాంక్షలకు అనుగుణంగా ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వం ఎన్నో పథకాలు అమలు చేస్తుంది. At the outset, I would like to congratulate the parade commander and all the participants in the parade and all the floats displaying the various programs undertaken by the state government as outstanding, and my own felicitations to them. Undaunted by the numerous challenges post-bifurcation, my government converted every crisis into an opportunity thanks to an astute leadership. Progressive governance combined with universal public welfare has been the hallmark of my administration. My government's revolutionary policies are breaking social barriers and uplifting the most deprived sections of society. It is this government's solemn pledge to ensure that at least 80% of the citizens are happy and satisfied. The motto, "People First," through real-time governance model has been the guiding principle. Our people-centric approach and development model reflect good governance at all levels. A relentless pursuit of development goals has pushed Andhra Pradesh to be among the fastest growing states in the country. Despite being a young and limited resources state since its inception, Andhra Pradesh has emerged as a leading state in many sectors and areas during this short period. The state government has ensured food security to the last person in the state through technology-enabled public distribution system. As many as 1.42 crore BPL families are being served through the supply of essential commodities including rice, wheat, atta, red gram dal and ragi. Red gram dal is being distributed at rupees 1 kilo per card per month at subsidized price to the tribal families. Festivals such as Sankranti, Christmas and Ramzan now bring more cheer to the people as the government is providing 6 commodities as a special gift pack to all the 1.42 crore BPL card holders. Ours is the first state in the country in implementing fair price shops automation. This automation has led to an estimated saving of rupees 1525.87 crores in the previous expenditure. In 2017-18 alone, 12.46 lakh LPG connections were provided under the Deepam scheme, taking the total number of beneficiaries till date to 54.39 lakh families. In a new initiative, the government launched the Chandrana Village Mall in Guntur and Vijayawada as a pilot project. The existing fair price shops will function as Chandrana Village Malls with the objective of providing branded products at affordable prices to consumers living away from urban areas. In the first phase, the government is proposing to develop 6,500 malls across the state. My government has laid special emphasis on extending affordable health care to every individual across the remote areas of the state. In order to provide qualitative and timely health and medical care services to the needy public, the government has taken up various schemes including the Dr. NTR Vaidya Seva, Rural Emergency Health Transport System, Chandrana Sanchara Chikitsa and family welfare programs under the National Health Mission among others. Under the NTR Vaidya Pariksha, free clinical laboratory services and X-ray services are being provided to the poor in government hospitals, to all the needy poor patients. Every newborn in the government hospital is being provided a baby healthcare kit. Healthcare ATMs manned by a multi-purpose public health worker or an auxiliary nurse midwife has been set up in 25 locations in remote areas where medical services are not available. For the health needs of urban poor and slum dwellers, 222 urban health centers named as Mukhyamantri Arogya Kendralu are functional. Andhra Pradesh is making significant strides towards achieving a clean and green state. The government has incorporated the Swachha Andhra Corporation as a nodal agency for implementation of Swachh Bharat mission. The state government launched ODF action plan for rural areas in order to declare the entire rural Andhra Pradesh as open defecation free by 31st March 2018. All the 110 urban local bodies were declared as open defecation free on 2nd October 2016 and certified by the Quality Council of India. 3 years ahead of the target date, namely 2nd October 2019. To handle municipal solid waste, the state government awarded 10 waste-to-energy projects under PPP mode to handle 5,191 tons per day of waste. During the last 3 years, a total of 10,270 km road length has been improved, including the completion of 167 bridges at a cost of 7,621 crore by my government. The state government has identified 11 roads with a length of 372 kilometers for development under the Visakhapatnam-Chennai Industrial Corridor Development Program at a cost of 3,806 crore. Andhra Pradesh Mandal Connectivity and Rural Connectivity Improvement Project and Andhra Pradesh Roads and Bridges Reconstruction Project have been proposed at a cost of 3,200 crore each under externally aided projects. Under Amrit Mission, initiated by the Government of India, as many as 179 projects taken up at a cost of rupees 3,762 crore are in various stages of implementation in the towns and cities of the state for improvement of civic amenities. These projects cover provision of water supply, sewage management, stormwater drains, parks and green spaces in towns and cities. The government has enabled integrated online building permission management system for 110 urban local bodies, which is the first of its kind in the country. Online layout permission system is also under implementation in all the ULBs. The welfare of the backward class has been a top priority for my government. Scholarship, residential hostels, residential schools, free coaching for competitive examinations, financial assistance for studies abroad, and self-employment schemes are some of the initiatives of the government and the implementation for the uplift of the BCs. Under post-metric scholarship, 7,33,211 students in 2016-17 and 5,94,964 students so far in 2017-18 were extended assistance of 416 crore. Under the reimbursement of fee to BCs, 7,07,813 students in 2016-17 and 3,79,654 students so far in 2017-18 were benefited to the extent of 1,613 crore. At present, there are 38 BC residential schools functioning, while 9 new BC residential schools have been sanctioned, out of which 6 are exclusively meant for the fishermen community. To enable the educated unemployed youth among the backward classes to compete with others in competitive examinations, free coaching is provided in BC study circles to the eligible BC candidates. The government introduced the NTR Videshi Vidyaradhana for sanction of financial assistance to BC students for pursuing higher studies abroad. Under this scheme, financial assistance is sanctioned at rupees 10 lakh for each BC student for pursuing higher studies in post-graduation in foreign universities. My government has been increasing allocations to BC sub-plan every year. The BC sub-plan had an outlay of rupees 6,640 crore from the budget estimates of 2015-16 involving 21 departments. In the year 2016-17, the government decided to cover 33 departments and earmarked rupees 8,832.15 crore, increasing the BC sub-plan by 2,191.65 crore. During the year 2017-18, the BC component was prepared for an outlay of rupees 10,000 crore involving 37 departments. In response to the long-standing demand, the government constituted a commission to go into the issue of including Kapu community in BCF category. Subsequently, the Andhra Pradesh Assembly unanimously passed a bill to give 5% reservation to Kapu, Telaga, Balijan, Ontari community in government jobs and education institutions. My government is committed not to affect the reservation benefits of existing backward classes in any manner. The Assembly also passed a resolution appealing to the Union government to include the Valmiki and the Boya communities in the list of scheduled tribes. A new scheme, Chandrana Pelli Kanuka, with an aim to extend financial assistance with the performance of marriages for brides belonging to BCs is being introduced. Under this scheme, a one-time financial assistance of rupees 30,000 will be provided to brides from backward classes during 2017-18 financial year. It is proposed to assist 40,000 brides from the BC community with an outlay of rupees 120 crore. The government is implementing various schemes for the education advancement, socio-economic development, welfare and protection of scheduled castes in the state. The Social Welfare Department maintains 1,067 social welfare hostels and 188 residential schools with a strength of 2.14 lakh students. To provide quality education to all the SC students, the government issued orders for conversion of social welfare hostels into residential schools in a phased manner. The government recently launched the Jagjeevan Jyoti scheme, extending the benefit of free power up to 75 units in respect of SC and ST households that are consuming power up to 100 units per month. During 2017-18, 10.30 lakh SC households will be benefited from this scheme. Rupees 159.23 crore has been allotted for 2017-18 under this scheme. Under skill development program for SC-educated unemployed youth, 180 training partners and 200 job roles were identified in 24 trades for providing training to 31,815 SC unemployed youth at a cost of Rs 127.26 crore by the Andhra Pradesh Scheduled Caste Cooperative Finance Corporation. With a sports policy that talks about right to play, perform and peak for every citizen, my government is committed to nurture sportspersons of international standards. Towards this goal, 6 academies for Olympic disciplines have been initiated and there are different stages of functioning. 100 talented athletes from various disciplines are being specially supported to improve their performance in national and international events. Agriculture and allied sectors are being given a new thrust by my government through the primary sector mission Rayatu Kosam. Linking up Godavari and Krishna rivers through the Pattisima project is a historical achievement of the state which has been completed in a record time of 1 year. During 2016-17, diversion of water from Godavari to Krishna river has stabilized 4.4 lakh hectare of Krishna Delta covering Krishna, Guntur, Prakasham and West Godavari districts. With the same spirit, in 2017-18, early release of water for Kharif paddy through Pattisima by July facilitated a second crop. AP Drought Mitigation Project has been initiated with Rs 1,048 crore in 2017-18 to be implemented over 5 years to mitigate drought in Rayalaseema region and Prakasham district. Through Polam Pilistundi programs, awareness was created for 16.04 lakh farmers across 57,415 villages. To encourage farm mechanization, the government allocated Rs 423.67 crore for distribution of different farm implements to farmers in 2017-18. As part of effort to help tenant farmers, an amount of Rs 1,603.32 crore was distributed to 5.62 lakh tenant farmers in 2017-18. In addition to this, the government has facilitated availment of all the subsidies to the tenant farmers. The government is encouraging employment of IT extensively in agriculture sector through initiatives such as subsidies, seed supply through biometric system, e-crop booking, pest and disease management through plant ticks and PIMS applications, analysis of soil moisture through sensors, and geotagging of water sources and rain gulls. Arrangements are made for spot application of pesticides using drones, taking environmental safety precautions. Fulfilling the promises made to the farmers, the government implemented agricultural debt redemption scheme despite severe financial crunch. The government of Andhra Pradesh identified horticulture as one of the top priority sectors. The vision of this government is to make Andhra Pradesh a major horticulture hub and aims to expand the area under horticulture crops from existing 40 lakh acres to 100 lakh acres. Government of Andhra Pradesh has identified fisheries sector as one of the growth engines for achieving double-digit inclusive growth. The sector witnessed an increase of 33.76% in production up to November 2017 over the previous years. During 2017-18, it is targeted to produce 33.84 lakh tons. A loan waiver has been extended to handloom and powerloom sector. So far, Rs 74.17 crores released to 23,393 beneficiaries. Under interest rebate scheme, Rs 6 crore allocated and Rs 3.90 crore released towards 113 primary handloom weavers cooperative societies and APCO in the year 2017-18. Under welfare, 73,368 old age pensions have been sanctioned to handloom weavers by reducing the age limit from 65 to 50 years. Old age pensions to weavers are being disbursed at Rs 1,000 per month. My government has taken up wide-ranging initiatives to help and empower the marginalized sections of society and working relentlessly to ensure that welfare scheme reach the beneficiaries. The government is providing life and accident insurance under the Chandranna Bima to 2.46 crore people in the state. NTR Bharosa pensions to the tune of Rs 1,000 and Rs 1,500 are being disbursed monthly to 45.39 lakh aged peasants, widows, disabled persons and toddy tappers at a cost of 5,906 crore per annum. Every woman member of the SHG was deposited Rs 10,000 under the Chandranna Pasupu Kunkuma scheme. The government paid Rs 4,975 crore in the first 2 phases to 82.91 lakh women beneficiaries. As part of Andhra Pradesh Rural Inclusive Growth Project, small and marginal farmers have been organized into groups, out of which 10,246 groups have been provided a revolving fund of Rs 10.24 crores. To reduce poverty, 2 lakh houses have been sanctioned so far with a project cost of Rs 12,224 crore. Further, 4.42 lakh houses pertaining to the earlier housing schemes are targeted for completion with a project cost of 2,333 crore. The state government is providing assistance to houses built under the Affordable Housing in Partnership and beneficiary-led individual house construction. State assistance of rupees 1.5 lakh per AHP house and rupees 1 lakh per BLC house is being extended. A total of 3,63,268 houses have been sanctioned under AHP and BLC in the last 2 years. The Ministry of Rural Development, Government of India, has awarded Andhra Pradesh as the best performing state under the plain area category under the National Urban Mission. The state government has undertaken replacement of conventional street lights with LED street lights in Gram Panchayat. The state has been proactive in implementing the Narega. The scheme is being implemented in all the 41,138 habitations of 12,947 Gram Panchayat in the 13 districts. Under rural water supply and sanitation, 6,197 habitations have been covered through 3,631 schemes. 1,127 habitations have been covered through solar energy-based dual pump pipe water supply schemes. In 2017-18, 850 problematic habitations, including kidney-affected areas in Srikakulam and Prakasham districts, are to be covered with community treatment plans through hub-and-spoke model under NABARD. Under Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, all-weather connectivity is being provided to the habitations with population of 500 and above. The government have undertaken a new initiative of providing pothole-free rural road network for seamless flow of traffic. Under this, one mandal from each constituency has been identified for making pothole-free rural road network, connecting all habitations on project basis. Internal CC roads were laid for a length of 3,614 kilometers in villages up to November. The government has proposed to construct underground drainage of length 2,366.70 kilometers in 1340 Gram Panchayats having population of more than 5,000 in the current financial year. Accordingly, 157 works have been sanctioned in the same number of rural constituencies with an amount of 595.64 crore. We are proud to have 33 Gram Panchayats of Andhra Pradesh identified among the 83 most developed panchayats across the country in a baseline survey done by the Union Rural Development Ministry under the Antyodaya scheme. With the objective of providing safe drinking water to every household in the state, my government has recently approved the ambitious water grid project at a cost of 15,730 crore. The drinking water supply project will be developed in 4 districts of Rayalaseema, Kadapa, Kurnool, Anantapur and Chittoor, and Nellore district in the PPP mode at the cost of rupees 9,400 crores. 6 water supply projects under the Andhra Pradesh Municipal Development Project at a cost of 1,046.52 crore in Vijayawada, Kakinada, Markapur, Badvel, Guntur and Ananthapuram are in progress, and all these projects will be completed by March 2018. 2 projects at a cost of 61.30 crore under the Urban Infrastructure Development Scheme for small and medium towns in Pittapuram and Ramachandrapuram will be completed by May 2018. 1 project under HUDCO scheme at a cost of 585.04 crore in Nellore will be completed by March 2018. An amount of rupees 3,577.92 crore has been proposed for providing water supply to 50 non-Amrit towns with assistance from Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. To make the state drought-proof and provide water security to all its citizens for drinking water, irrigation and industrial needs, the government has taken a multi-pronged approach. The government decided to complete 7 ongoing projects on a priority basis, providing early irrigation facilities in the drought-prone Rayalaseema and Prakasham districts and backward districts of Srikakulam and Vijayanagaram. During the last 3 years, a total of 13.61 lakh acres of Ayakat has been developed. Boddepalli Rajagopal Rao Vamsadhara project, Stage 1 and Phase 1 of Stage 2 are completed, creating an irrigation potential of 2,10,510 acres. Phase 2 of Stage 2 works are expected to be completed by March 2018. Sardar Gautulachanna Tottapalli project is completed and a new Ayakat of 1 lakh acres is created and 64,000 acres stabilized. My government is closely and continuously monitoring the progress of Polavaram irrigation project, the lifeline of Andhra Pradesh, for which reputed international agencies have been entrusted with specialized works for speedy completion of the project. Construction of diaphragm wall work and jet grouting for downstream coffer dam are going on at a brisk pace. The government is determined to overcome all the hurdles to complete the project in a record time. It is proposed to get water into the Polavaram right and left main canals through gravity by early 2019. The long-cherished dream of interlinking of rivers Godavari and Krishna became a reality with the commissioning of the Pattisima project scheme in a record time of 1 year by March 2016. Modernization of Godavari, Krishna and Pennar deltas, Nagarjuna Sagar canal system and Eluru canal system are under progress to improve the water use efficiency of the existing canal system. Purushottam Patnam lift irrigation scheme was commissioned last August at a cost of 1,638 crore. Uttarandhra Sujala Sravanti project contemplated for a diversion of 63.33 TMC of surplus water from Godavari to the drought-prone areas of Visakhapatnam, Vijayanagaram and Srikakulam districts is programmed to complete phase 1 partially by August 2018 and fully by August 2019. Somasila high-level canal is expected to be completed at an estimated cost of 832.91 crore by March 2018. During the last 3 years, 101 lift irrigation schemes creating a new irrigation potential of 1.40 lakh acres have been commissioned and 430 lift irrigation schemes have been revived, stabilizing 2.89 lakh acres. My government's ultimate goal is to achieve drought proofing by ensuring water security, double-digit growth of the state and improve the economic status and happiness index of farmers. The focused efforts of my government to project Andhra Pradesh as a sunrise state have reaped benefits on the industrial front. Growth of industrial sector in 2016-17 in AP was higher than that of national growth. While AP grew by 10.16%, the national average was 8.31%. Likewise, in the manufacturing sector, Andhra Pradesh stood at 13.04%, while that of India was 10.31%. The state developed enabling policy environment with release of industrial and sector-specific policies such as aerospace and defense manufacturing, automobile and auto components, biotechnology, food processing and retail trade. Andhra Pradesh ranked number 1 on ease of doing business in 2016, improving its rank from second in 2015. The single desk portal launched in April 2015 provided approvals within 21 days, covering 55 services across 17 departments. Over 24,000 approvals have been provided through the SDP since its launch, with 98.6% compliance in the last 6 months. In another initiative, AP Public Service Delivery Guarantee Act 2017 was enacted with timelines stipulated for delivery of 74 public services across 22 departments. Till date, 1,900 projects have been proposed with a committed investment of 13.047 lakh crore, which is expected to provide nearly 30 lakh employment. 4 nodes are proposed under Visakhapatnam-Chennai Industrial Corridor, which includes Visakhapatnam, Nakapalli, Achutapuram, Machilipatnam, Srikalahasti, Erapadu and Donakonda. The Krishnapatnam node is to develop in phase 1. Conceptual master plan has been approved by DIPP. The coastal economic zone is being developed in Krishnapatnam, Nellore district. The government is working on creating an ecosystem for electric vehicles in the state and plans to soon come out with a comprehensive electric vehicles policy. The milestones achieved by the government of Andhra Pradesh in the challenging journey of development of Amaravati are spectacular given the short span of time. I take an appreciative note of the unrivaled pace of development of Amaravati in the history of greenfield developments across the globe. The Praja Rajdhani has entered crucial phase of construction after successful completion of innovative and voluntary land pooling and master planning for the city. The innovative land pooling to the transit government complex in Amaravati by building them in a record time of 190 days is a significant achievement that has brought the governance to the doorstep of the people, increased the confidence of the investors. Amaravati has been envisioned not just as an administrative core capital, but also as a vibrant economic hub with the world's best infrastructure and is a global destination of people, investments and jobs. In this arduous journey of attracting investments, the accomplishments are stellar. Government has allocated 1,288.03 acres of land to 46 organizations consisting of both government and private sectors with an investment potential of 24,093 crores in Amaravati. Meetings, incentives, conferences and entertainment hub has been planned to be developed through public-private partnership with an estimated investment of 1,220 crores. Top-class hotels and schools are making plans to enter Amaravati. Green Note to Amaravati by the National Green Tribunal has upheld the stand of the government. NGT judgment is a vindication of the conceptual thinking, implementation and future plans of Amaravati. My government has been in the forefront of leveraging technology for sectoral development and optimal utilization of welfare programs. The state has been a leading innovator in technology adoption. In the first of its kind, the Real-Time Governance State Center has been unveiled at the Andhra Pradesh Secretariat to provide seamless and frictionless real-time governance. With the help of the state-of-the-art technological intervention and big data analytics sourced from the ground level in real time, The RTGC acts as a place where the government can take decisions driven by data. The state government introduced the helpline number 1100 in a bid to curb corruption. The toll-free complaint number provided to the public to file complaints on any issue is receiving good response. State government is planning to use drones for providing real-time information for governance. This will have multiple benefits in security and policing, mining, urban development, raising agricultural productivity, and anticipating natural disasters. When the state capital of Amaravati is fully constructed, it is expected to be a technologically compatible city in India, India's leading technopolis. With a vision to turn the state into a high-tech hub, my government is focusing on the newly emerging sectors like artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, IoT, and fintech to get out in front. Andhra Pradesh has become the first state in the country to pilot blockchain technology in 2 departments and plans to deploy it across the administration. The state has implemented several innovative and citizen-centric e-governance projects such as Me Seva, Me Kosam, Me Bhumi to ensure improved delivery of services and faster grievance redressal of our citizens. The E-Pragati Authority has been pioneering and leading agency in changing the entire approach of the government of Andhra Pradesh operations, making government agencies more responsible, accountable, citizen-centric and active. Andhra Pradesh has emerged as a sunrise state that provides the right climate for the growth of IT business and is now one of the most preferred destinations in the country. The government has developed a strong vision for the IT sector in the state to enable the creation of 1 lakh IT jobs and bring in investments worth $2 billion. It also envisions to create 2 lakh jobs in the electronics sector and bring investment worth $5 billion in the electronics sector. The state is setting 6 IT SEZs in the state and is planning to have 3 electronics manufacturing clusters. The government is focusing on emerging technologies in the field of cybersecurity, fintech, robotics, analytics, etc. The state has developed four incubation centers at Visakhapatnam, Kakinada, Tirupati, and Anantapur. International Institute of Digital Technologies, Tirupati, a world-class institute of digital technologies, has been made operational in 2017. The government has targeted to ensure at least 1% to be digitally literate in each household in rural areas, training 1 crore beneficiaries across 13 districts. My government aims to make the state among the top 3 preferred destinations in India by 2022. Presently, Andhra Pradesh ranks 3rd in the country in terms of domestic tourist arrivals. Andhra Pradesh has been a best performer in power sector. A pioneer in power reforms, the state is now power surplus. Andhra Pradesh is one of the first states selected for the rollout of the Power for All program. In the past 3 years, it has a distinction of achieving 10% electrification to become the 3rd state in the country to achieve this. Significant amount of investments were made for building up of generation capacity, strengthening transmission and distribution network, industrial feeder segregation, loss reduction, and improving quality of power supply. The state has emerged as a top-performing state with minimal losses in power transmission under the central government's Ujjwal Discom Assurance Yojana. Thanks to its robust power supply monitoring mechanism, the state's Discom aggregate technical and commercial losses are now lower than a financial year 18 targets under Uday. The vision of this government is to bring an ideal form of governance for the people of Andhra Pradesh, and that is within our grasp. It is committed towards comprehensive development and growth of the state through technological advancement and innovations. అంతర్జాతీయ ప్రమాణాలకు తీటుగా ప్రజల సంతోషం కోసం ఏ విషయంలోనూ రాజీ పడకుండా నా ప్రభుత్వం రాష్ట్రాన్ని అభివృద్ధి పథంలో నడిపిస్తున్నది. ఆ ఉద్దేశంతోనే ప్రభుత్వం యంత్రాంగంలో హ్యాపీనెస్ ఇండెక్స్ శాఖను నెలకొల్పి ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ ప్రభుత్వం భవిష్యత్తును దృష్టిలో పెట్టుకొని చేపట్టిన అనేక కార్యక్రమాలు అందరి మన్ననలు పొందుతున్నాయి. ప్రజల సంక్షేమం కోసం పాటుపడి వారి మెప్పు పొందడం కంటే మించిన గౌరవం ఏదీ లేదని నా ప్రభుత్వం విశ్వసిస్తుంది. ఈ దిశగా నా ప్రభుత్వం ఎప్పుడూ కృషి చేస్తుంది. మీ అందరికీ మరొకసారి గణతంత్ర దినోత్సవ శుభాకాంక్షలు. ధన్యవాదాలు. జై హింద్.